be for the weekend. We're having a girls' weekend, and this individual came with her and attacked my sister in the home. I thought I was fed up, and I said, you can't leave this person. I'm not going to stick around and watch this. I thought at the time, this is what you're supposed to. I'm gonna give you an ultimatum, and you'll see you'll love your family more and you'll leave. She did not. And we didn't talk for a couple of months. And then my father called me and he said, this has to stop and you guys need to reconcile. And so I called her on a Saturday. She was at the nail salon and she started talking about some manicure, and we pretended it never happened. We never talked about it again, and we never acknowledged it happened. And then not far after that, she died. And so I started to speak out. I was invited to an event, not knowing what to expect, much like this. I didn't know what to expect, and thank you for having me. Not far from here is Day One, and it's an organization that talks about love not having to hurt, and they focus on public school children and teaching them positive dating habits and when to walk away. And young women who are 15 or 16 years old were sharing their story. And we have a saying where I'm from the South, and you'll see Jordan also is from the South, because when you're from the South, you brag about being from the South a lot. And we have a saying, it's called fair exchange, no robbery. And these young women were telling stories of survival, and I was sitting there, and finally I came forward and I said, I have something to share, and I told how my sister was murdered and how at the time I didn't know what to do. And that started my work advocating for conversations and people who aren't often heard. I do a lot of work with Safe Horizon, which is the largest domestic violence shelter in the country. We help families, we help children, and it became my life's work. And so a little bit of this storyline with Marla missing, her sister advocating for her, is a therapeutic reimagined version of what I wish I had done. I wish I had found a Jordan Manning and called that investigator back that day, and rather than accepting the answer of we can't do anything more, saying what do you mean, and then calling people who are there to help. So it's a little blend of that. But my sister, I've talked about it, and I hope that me revealing the great guilt that I felt, the great shame that I felt, through that will help other people learn that for the grace of God, there go I. We all think we're doing the right thing at some point, and it turns out not to be the right thing. But I've learned grace and forgiveness, and I've learned that there are beautiful ways to step up, and I'm trying to do that with meeting women, telling my story, and taking leaps of faith. Like my sister would get a hoot out of the fact that I've written a novel, because she knows I don't have attention span beyond anything but the hour of TV that I do. So I hope she's quite proud of me, and I hope that